How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to part 3 of Will This Thing Move and Drive? Last time when we left off, it actually did drive. Took it for a rip down the road, did about half a donut, come back. So I think this time what we're going to do is we're going to find a cooler, change out for that hose. We're going to straighten out that fender a little more so I can get the inner fender in properly, have stuff line up. Then we can mount the battery actually properly instead of these 4 bungee cords as you see here. Works fine, by the way. But if you didn't see the first couple parts of this, go check them out. If you want to stay up to date, hit that subscribe button. But stay tuned, we'll pick at this thing for a bit. Alright, so step 1 here. You got to get this fender to come like that. So, we got the cherry picker here. A good old ratchet strap hooked on down there, and I'm thinking, push this thing back a little bit so it's more of an angle, and just see if I can get this to come up. Give her a couple love taps, maybe, see what happens. I just want to get her to come up and over so we can bolt her down there. And then we'll fire this inner fender well in there. Then the battery doesn't have to be bungee corded anymore. Although it worked fine. It whipped up and down the road. It should be changed. Oh, and once it's fully mounted, we'll put this ground wire here back to the fender. Alright, well, she seems to be coming along just fine so far. Had her hooked up down there, pulled her up. Now at least she's staying level with that. And now I see the rod support was in just a little bit, so we got the engine crane hooked to that now. I was trying to think, what can I lock the wheels up, like wheel chocks with? And I remembered, these things hate rolling over zip ties, so a couple of them should just do fine, right? Update, it rolled over them, no problem. Damn it. Well, I had my buddy Rob over here for a bit, and he's looking around, and we were talking about how, like, maybe I should do a tune-up, pull the cap off, see if there's a bunch of crap in there, maybe fire some wires on if I got some good ones around here. Maybe even a set of plugs, see how nice to treat it. And, he's a couple drinks in, and he's like, well, you just leave my eagle eye here, and I'll get her fixed right up. And he looks down. He's like, well, maybe this is your issue. Nothing in there, but no end of the plug to stick it on. And I was like, well, goddamn, Rob, you got to come around more often. So I guess we'll fix that up and see how she runs, because she runs pretty damn good for being on 7. Betcha she'll run even better on 8. Alright, so there's what's left of that plug. Now I got another one in there. It's just another used plug out of that motor. This thing hasn't run for a couple days. See what happens. Sounds a bit better. Oh yeah, that's quite a bit better. Oh, look at the oil pressure now. Damn. Might even do an oil change on this thing. Feeling pretty good, but I got no antenna, so I can't really test the radio. She's unmolested. She's even got the fancy, so she's good to go. But I'm going to use this thing to move some wood across my yard and then continue to put the front end on after that. Well, I was able to get a little bit of a load over here. Actually, not too bad. Gotta put some wind in this thing, but I was also looking up under here. I noticed the shock's still a little bit broken, so might have to address that. Well, I went into the backyard and found a set of headlights and signal lights and some bulbs. headlight bulbs are still in there. I just left them alone so I couldn't touch them. So I'll put all that on this thing. And I think I decided I'm going to just use that grill on here. And then I'll find a good gray one for that lifted one. For the lifted 95 there. But I'm going to start piecing all this back together on here. Alright, well I got that light installed. They're simple on these trucks. There's just 4 bolts. 10 mil worked for me. I don't know if that's correct, but it worked for me. Put new bulbs in. Both sides just to be sure. So let's see what we get now. Those ones are working. Oh. Yep, we got all 3 of these ones too, I think. Yep. Got low beams. We got high beams. Both tail lights are working. Figured to double check that. I guess key's got to be turned first. Signal lights. Works in the back. Nice. Works in the front. This thing might be too deluxe to sell. You guys let me know what I should do with it. Oh, yeah, wipers work as they should now too. Oh, works in the front. Works in the back. Hell yeah. So like everything works on this thing. Oh, and running all 8. Oh yeah. No check engine light. No check engine light, no nothing. Like, this thing's pretty deluxe. Alright, so I'm going to do the right thing to replace this instead of leaving that hose on the truck. Too poor to afford a new one right now. So I figure I'll harvest one off this truck. In my 95 with the 6-inch lift and the 38s. It was in a video before. Yeah, I'd do a whole bunch of work to this eventually anyways, so figure I'll pop the grill off, pull the tranny cooler out because it's got the same one, and I'll just fire a hose on here, and then when I sell that other truck, I'll get a new one and I'll put it on this truck. I also got to do a motor swap and a bunch of other stuff, so if you want to see that, remember, hit the subscribe button because it will be on here eventually. Well, grill's off. I even took that little filler piece out of the bottom there because, well, this one was, it come out in 2 pieces. But this tranny cooler is a little bit smaller, but it'll work for what I'm doing. I'm just going to pull these 2 lines off here. There's a little clip on them. Pop that clip off and should be able to pop the line out. So we'll get this off, then we'll shove a chunk of hose on this one. Alright, I got the tranny cooler installed. Just 2 1-inch bungs or whatever the fuck you want to call them. But now I'm going to try and straighten this bumper out a bit. Got the ratchet strap hooked to this truck. Pulling on this corner. I'm going to try and hit somewhere in here. And see if I can get all this to come this way. Then see if I can sneak the grill in there. So we'll see how that works. Well, that worked out great actually. So now I'm going to put that bumper filler piece in the grill once again. Put the marker lights on it. And then I'll give you guys a good look at it. Show you how it turned out. And then I guess I might even take it to work tomorrow morning. But she's getting pretty complete. Oh, I also want to do an oil change tonight. Just because I found a filter. So, we'll get her snazzied right up. Doing good. I got marker lights for it there, so we'll get all that in and take a peek at her then. Before we get too far ahead, look at how nice this gap is. the whole way. This side, the bumper wound up under this. So look at how nice that actually straightened out. I am impressed. But I'll get her rattled up here quick. Well, after all the beating and banging and swearing and cussing, got the bumper straightened out. Everything fits. That fender actually come back not too bad at all. Now, of course, she's not perfect, but for how it started to where it is, I'll take it. Looks like a truck again. But now it's time to take her down the road and see if she all stays together. Did an oil change. Want to make sure it's not going to have any major leaks or anything, and then I'll probably rip it to work tomorrow. And then gets posted for sale and on to the next project. My God, this thing actually drives real nice. Typical TBI, like no balls, but that's minor. I don't know how. Oh shit, deer. That would be my luck. Just put the front end and everything on and hit another deer. Jesus. Figure I may as well see if she'll crack off a donut. Oh yeah. No problem. No problem at all. I should have had my flashlight on before. But yeah, I can't believe I almost hit a deer. But, oh, and look, there's another one. This windshield is so dirty, but can you see it? Look at that. God, I'm gonna have to sell this thing quick so then it don't get rode off again or crashed or whatever. I don't feel like straightening it all out again. Also, after all that, still got good oil pressure. Temps really good. Charging good. You know, not bad, not bad. Well, made her to work, no problem. Just on my way back now. Runs great. Temp stays down, oil pressure stays up. Charging good. Actually drives really nice. But get her home, and with only a few things left to do, then she's ready to be posted for sale. Well, here she is, final product. Yeah, I could use a wash, but I think she come along pretty damn good. Need to wash that fender up and see how it looks, but I think she turned out all right considering how it was, which I'll put a picture right up here of how it was when I got it compared to how it is now. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, stay up to date with everything that I post. Go over to Facebook, follow Broken Yokes and Tire Smoke on there. Post up pictures of your ride. Let me know what you're working on. And also let me know what you want to see on this channel. Want to see some more how-to stuff? Want to see me absolutely thrash something until it's destroyed? Let me know. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. See you later.